they can prudently incorporate options into investment portfolios to boost returns, protect gains, and generate income. Okay, with the introductions done with, let's turn to our topic du jour, options. And I'd like to start with a little word association game. The game is to associate each of the blue words above to one of the gray words below to get the first phrase that comes to mind. If you're like most people, you probably did not come up with a combination shown here, option investing and value trading. For some reason, the idea that someone might use options not as a trading tool, but as an instrument for patient, prudent investing seems totally counterintuitive. Why is that? Well, value investing aficionados think about someone like this old fella here and love talking about things like price-to-book ratios and dividend yield. They live to find good but unloved businesses they can invest in for the long term. What about option trading? Most people who think about option trading think about folks like these cable TV mini-celebrities, the Nigerian brothers, who talk about colorfully named strategies like iron condors and brag about jumping in and out of trades intraday. Followers of this school strive to be as savvy and as nimble as floor traders, skimming a little bit of profit here and there as the market wobbles around. Some folks, especially the mathematically inclined, might associate options with quants like this guy, Paul Wilmot. Quants love the mathematics of options and talk about improbably named things like Wiener functions and jump diffusion processes. They figure out the algorithms that huge investment banks use to manage the risk of their trading desks. These two teams care about totally different things and view the world using completely different glasses. It makes perfect sense that they can't make heads or tails out of what the other group is saying. It's a real lost in translation situation. And truth be told, I originally came from the quant world, but just happened to be hired by an old-style cigar butt-loving value investor to manage his hedge fund's portfolio risk. Talk about a lost in translation situation. Every conversation we had ended up in a shouting match, usually with yours truly on the losing end. While the experience for working for that guy was intensely painful in a lot of ways, I could see that the principles of value investing made a lot of sense. It was after I left the hedge fund that I started thinking about how to combine the strengths of quantitative methods and value investing. My epiphany came when I realized that there was indeed an overlap between options and value investing. I call that overlapping region intelligent option investing. The insight behind intelligent option investing is straightforward. First, options are simple instruments, despite what you may have heard in the media. Second, options are directional investment tools, just like stocks or ETFs that everyone's used to dealing with. And third, options are peerlessly flexible and terrific for tailoring risk in a portfolio. Most people have never heard this message, which I think is a tremendous shame.